Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be exploring the reasons why The Walking Dead went downhill so fast and so quickly. Firstly, if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and give this video a like. On this channel we do all sorts of as I Walking Dead, but zombie shows in general, Z Nation, Black Summer, The Walking Dead and all its surrounding shows within its universe. So if you're interested in that and have any ideas for other videos you'd like me to do, please do drop a comment. Right, so The Walking Dead is quite controversial for a number of reasons, and especially the latter seasons of the show you could say are interesting. Now I can't comment too much about it because I am quite a new fan of The Walking Dead, which, you know, if you didn't know already, yeah, you need to know that. So I'm kind of making my way through at the moment, but I'm far enough to know about the declines and the reasons why. For people that don't know where I am, I'm currently in the middle of season 8. Sheba has spoilers for people that haven't seen it. Okay, spoilers, big spoilers in this video. Want to point that out there. I've just watched the episode where Sheba dies in season 8, which I think is like episode 4. So like I'm getting there, but in terms of where The Walking Dead has its problems and where viewers really declined, I'm past that point, so I can talk about it. So the first point I want to speak about is the season 7 premiere. Probably, again, the most controversial episode of season 7, of the whole entire show. But also season 7 episode 1 was probably more or less the most hated episode for the main reason of the deaths of Glenn and Abraham. Now, fun fact for you, I knew Glenn would going to die before I watched the episode, because it's really hard to be making videos like this and not see any spoilers. And I did find out that Glenn died, and I didn't know how he died, but I had my suspicions, and yeah, so it wasn't a huge shock. But I just thought it was Glenn that was killed. I did not know that more than one person, and I certainly did not know that Abraham was going to die. So even though Glenn was a bigger character and is a lot more upsetting when he died, for me personally, it was a lot sadder when Abraham died, only because I didn't know he was going to, and I also loved Abraham so much. So, yeah, I think it was that, and I think another problem is that after that episode, the rest of the season didn't really justify itself. Season 7 seemed to drag a lot. It had stories in episodes that you wouldn't put on its own, and you just think back to the highlights of season 7, and there isn't much to pick out from it. And I said the 16 episodes, there's a lot of story to tell there. That's an hour or 45 minutes worth of storytelling. And the sort of things they tell, I just don't really care about as such. Now, I'm going by what a lot of other people have said. In terms of my own views, I think that it's probably... It does have its highlights and it has its downs, but at the same time, I haven't got a problem. I haven't got a problem with season 8 or season 7. I haven't got a problem with any season so far. But I'm just going by what people have said and the general public. It was also at this time that viewing figures started to go down. Sort of first 6 seasons were really, really strong, sort of hitting that 13 to 15 million mark. For a cable show was really, really good. So compared to what they are now, or were back in season 7, it does show how rapidly they declined. Another interesting reason that I found out is Negan seems to be another reason. The worst villain of all time. I thought the Governor. He couldn't get worse than the Governor. Yes, Negan is definitely worse than the Governor. So yeah, Negan was quite sort of the same sort of vibe from the comics. I haven't read the comics, but I've seen bits from them, and he definitely gives off that sort of thing. The sort of things he says and the sort of things he does are from the comics. You think should probably stay in the comics and not make its way onto the screen, but it does, and that doesn't work for some people. A lot of people think he gets too much screen time, which makes episodes boring in season 7, which I get to a point, but at the same time, I quite like Negan as a character, and I want to know more about him. I'm even interested about his bat, Lucille. So I don't have that problem, but I can see why people do, because he does grate on me a little bit sometimes. I'm just like, yeah, Negan, you're not doing it for me anymore. So I get that's another reason why people stopped watching. Another one is something that The Walking Dead's always been really good at and is quite important, is the characters. We've established some iconic characters that are known to many, many people, like obviously Rick Grimes, the most important one, Daryl, Carol, Maggie, Negan, Glenn, Morgan. I could name many, many more. And I think they seem to come and go quite a lot. Like, the good characters go. And what I mean by that is we may see a character that we like Daryl or Carol, and then we won't see them again for like another 4 or 5 episodes. And within that time, we spend it with other characters that we don't really know a lot about. And that's fine, giving characters their own episode, but they've got to work, and the audience have got to like them. Because if you give the audience an episode where the character they don't care about, they're not very important, it isn't going to matter. They're not going to care, and they're just going to stop watching and give it hate, which is exactly an example here. I get the idea that if The Walking Dead changes its characters a lot, a lot of people die, a lot of people move on because nobody is safe in this universe, and I like that idea. But at the same time, we're bringing in new characters that people aren't really caring about. And if you don't care about the character, as I've said this, it's a big thing to say, but I think the character is probably more important than the actual story, because you can have a brilliant story, but if you're not feeling it with the character because the story is built for that character, then what's the point? Another reason probably why I know that Rick leaves in season 9. He was, the best character from the show. And when he left, that probably didn't go well with people. So you've got to balance it. Maybe The Walking Dead didn't balance it right. I cannot comment about later seasons of, season 9 because I haven't watched it yet, but interesting thought. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any other video ideas, then please let me know. Give this video a like, and please subscribe if you are new. I will be changing my location, so I'm going to university in a couple of weeks. So I will get rid of my Harry Potter poster and bring in a Walking Dead one just to sort of, give a little bit more of a zombie vibe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.